We're here at Old Trafford, the home of one of the world's most famous football clubs, Manchester United. The reason we're here is to talk to World Cup winner and Manchester United footballing legend, Sir Bobby Charlton, about his charity work in helping to eradicate the daily devastation caused by landmines. After witnessing the devastation with his own eyes, Sir Bobby teamed up with industry experts to try and find a solution. This led to the launch of his own charity, Find a Better Way. You've been a vocal spokesperson for the landmine problem since 2005. What made you decide to set up the charity?
I was invited to go to Bosnia with Ilie Nastase, the tennis player, and we went, and it's the aftermath of a war, really. You know, there was some children, and the children played on soccer pitches, and there was one of the soldiers that was over there doing some coaching work with the children, and he took me and he actually showed me what was happening, and it was just terrific, and it had a big impression on me, really. We live fairly comfortably, really, you know. Yeah. But to see people, especially young people, who are dismembered, they've lost their legs, they've lost their feet, they're dead, in some cases, and it had an effect on me. And when I was then asked if I would go to Cambodia and Vietnam, and I went to Cambodia and Vietnam, and that was worse. It was worse.
It is estimated that there are over 110 million live landmines globally. 90% of deaths and injuries caused by the mines are to ordinary people. Sir Bobby's charity, Find a Better Way, believes there are alternative solutions to this epidemic.
And when I was coming home, I was sitting on my own in the aeroplane, and I thought, I was looking at that, I said, there must be a better way, because I'd asked about how long it took to get mines out of the ground, etc. And there was one lad there who I asked where he came from. I said, your accent's a bit familiar. Where do you come from? He said, I come from Manchester, and I work for MAGS, which is a company that finds underground. They find it and they explode it, but it takes a long time to do, and it's very slow and costly. There was a company called Rapiscan that provided the security so you didn't get blown up when you went through an airport. We had Lancaster University, we had Manchester University, who were keen as mustard to do something. And I thought, this is really appropriate that it should be Manchester. And it's an easy decision to make, you know. Yeah. Can we be in Manchester and actually talk about all this? And it's just been fantastic.
You've managed to partner up with some really great expertise on the technical and the risk management side. Yes. How important is that mix for
it's very important, really, because whatever you might think, football is, and some people criticise football, saying there's too much business involved in it, you know. Unfortunately, if you want to have a really good football team, you have to have money, and in any walk of life, and it's the same with this. We need money, and but at the same time we do appreciate how long it's going to take. 1,000 years to even think about completely eradicating it.
Looking at Sir Bobby's achievements in football, it's not hard to see how such vision and leadership can galvanise key industry players to come together to solve the problem. The solutions that you're coming forward with, is this going to reduce the time, hopefully? Or?
That's the aim.
Yeah.
I had the feeling that if I could get the really good, bright people in the world and just see whether they can do something about it. And that's what we've done. It's taken a long time. It's taken a long time to pull together. But we now see a light at the end of the tunnel, really.
You've gone down the ambassador route rather than the managerial route in your football career, and this seems to be helping enormously in this area
Well,
of what you're doing.
I love my football, and I wouldn't miss it in my football almost for anything.
Yeah.
But I
It's
get
a catalyst,
but I get
isn't
wrapped
it?
up. I get wrapped up in this.
Yeah.
When you think that young people might be in a place like Cambodia, you know, where it's there are forests and trees, and if it rains, you go under the tree. You go under the trees, the branches of the trees, and that's where they find the mines. People actually put them there where they know people are going to, especially young people, children. No, it's horrific. Yeah. But we're humanitarian. We're not involved with one particular organisation or other. This is what we think is right, and this is what we want to work towards.
Yeah, brilliant. Okay, well, Sir Bobby Charlton, thank you very much for talking to Inside Out magazine.
Not at all. Thank you.
It's an inspirational tale of how one man's creativity and innovation on the football pitch is now being used to affect change on a global scale.